Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Tuesday, November 19th, 9:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2024. Time may be an illusion, according to a new study, but the record snow coming in the next 2 weeks is no illusion indeed. Keep calm. It's boom time. Pacific bomb cyclone ushering in strong atmospheric river to the west with heavy rain, record snow, and high winds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a once-in-a-decade bomb cyclone taking shape off the coast, off the west coast here. In fact, today we reached Cat 4 hurricane status for the rapidly developing bomb cyclone that is now offshore of the Pacific and delivering heavy snow to the high elevation terrain. Wind speed 4 hours ago clocked at 133 kilometers per hour. The barometric pressure dropping and is now 942 millibars. Wave height over 11 meters off the coast. Take a look at this baby. This is a massive storm, and it is pushing onshore right now. So the next 3 hours, we're going to see rapid development inland, especially in the high elevation terrain, with record-setting snow 2-3 inches an hour or more by morning. We could be seeing 4 to 6 feet of snow for Northern California in just the next 48 hours. Not only that, on the coast, we could see torrential rainfall with over 20 inches predicted in some areas, and that's going to lead to mudslides and catastrophic flooding for low-lying regions. Here we are still Friday, and that system is still affecting the West. And Saturday, it just does not stop. This is going to be a big one, folks. And here's the full forecast. Powerful storms impacting the western U.S. and northern plains. A strong duration atmospheric river will bring excessive rainfall, flash flooding, and very strong winds to southwest Oregon and northwest California through Thursday. A high risk level 4 of 4 of excessive rainfall has been issued. This is similar to the bombogenesis that occurred with Hurricane Helene over North Carolina. So heed the warnings. A storm system over the northern plains will produce locally heavy snow in North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Say it ain't soda, but it is. And Al Gore is not happy. That's why he's in his hole and he gets no bundt cake tonight. A quick look at the GFS model shows the insanity of the snow in the west. In just by Thursday, we could be picking up 5-6 feet or more in Northern California. The rest of the Pacific Northwest will be buried with 16 to 20 inches of snow at the highest elevations. Michigan coming in, and many states in the east will be getting the first snow of the year. Here we are through the end of the week and into the weekend. By Saturday morning, we're going to be seeing some heavy snow in the Poconos. Big winter chicken dinner there. Jack Frost and Big Boulder Mountains will be packed, as they haven't seen a snowfall like this in November for some time. The Adirondacks picking up snow as well as the Catskills, and if the models hold true over the weekend, more snow will be falling in the northeast, across the northern plains, and as we move it through towards winter, it's looking like a big winter chicken dinner. Even Texas, the nexus of the Schmexes, picking up some snow here. It's looking like the last day of the month. Holy macaroni, looking really good for ski resorts over the entire 48. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Most recent rumbler just kicked off here in Rampart, Alaska, 3.0. Low level and normal activity worldwide. Quick look at worldwide volcano news. Short list today. We've got Ibu, first one on the list, 8,000 foot puff. Ducono, 8,000 foot. Popocatépetl over in Mexico there, 22,000 foot blast today. Sonosima, 6,000 foot puff. Reventador to 13,000 foot. Semadu, who knew? Now you do, 14,000 foot blast today. Liwatobi still puffing and passing to 11,000 feet. Sabancaya, Semadu on the list, 14,000 foot. Liwatobi to 14. And Popo puffing and passing. Wrapping up a very short list in many days. Now, if you didn't know, a mysterious signal preceded the most powerful eruption in modern times, and we're talking about the January 2022 explosion of Tonga Haipai, an underwater volcano in the Tongan archipelago. It erupted violently on January 15th, 2022. According to a new study, though, 2 faraway monitoring stations recorded a seismic wave 15 minutes prior to the blast. The authors of the study described the wave as a seismic precursor for the subsequent eruption, both of which were triggered by a collapse in a weak section of the ocean crust below the volcano's caldera wall. And this fracture let both seawater and magma gush into the zone between the seafloor and the volcano's underground magma chamber. Wow. The fracture the fracture caused a Rayleigh wave. Do you see the spelling there? It's a type of acoustical wave that moves along a solid surface, in this case, Earth's surface. And the wave was detected 15 minutes before the main volcanic eruption on January 15th, 2022 began. Early warnings are very important for disaster mitigation, and this is just the next step into predicting large volcanic eruptions. The problem with this one is it only gives 15 minutes of warning. A quick look over at space weather. The sun looks completely blank, looks like a solar minimum sun. We've got a coronal hole directly facing Earth, could couple in a day or two and bring the KP up maybe to 3. But the 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all calm. No flaring on the disk that are of any substance, as we predicted yesterday. It's going to be a quiet time on the sun for many days. And great segue, time may be an illusion, according to a new study, which we will link below here, magnetic clock for harmonic oscillator. Scientists propose that time is a result of quantum entanglement, the mysterious connection between particles separated by vast distances, and the fact that humans, we only live in 3D, we can't detect any of this, and we are living in a simulation. The long-considered fundamental aspect of our universe might actually be an illusion, stemming from quantum entanglement, according to a new study. Now, what does that mean for you and I? Well, we'll continue to lead our lives a life of lies. The idea presents a fresh perspective on the long-standing issue physicists face, the inconsistency of time in our best theories of the universe, which hinders the quest for a unified theory of everything. Researchers propose that time is a result of quantum entanglement, the mysterious connection between particles separated by vast distances. Their findings, published in the Journal of Physics Review A, could offer a clue to solving the problem of time. But there is no need. The reason time exists is because the universe is a construct created by God, and we are merely pawns in the product. There exists a way to introduce time which is consistent with both classical laws of quantum laws and his manifestation of entanglement, explains Alessandro Coppo, a physicist at the National Research Council of Italy, and the study's lead author. The correlation between the clock and the system creates the emergence of time, a fundamental ingredient in our lives, making it ever present or apparent that we are living in a simulation that has been going on for billions of years. All the links will be below. A woman accidentally discovers 280 million year old lost world while hiking in the Italian Alps. A stunningly preserved fossil of reptilian footprints and underbellies was discovered last year in the Italian Alps, and they've helped researchers unearth a tropical lakeside ecosystem that predates dinosaurs. Fascinating. And even more fascinating, who are these hominins? Paleontologists uncover mysterious butchering of a 300,000-year-old elephant, which you're looking at here. The elephant's skull was excavated from the quarry in Kashmir in 2000. and subsequent studies have dated it and showed some remarkable things. The discovery of the 300,000 to 400,000 year old elephant fossil and stone tools in India provides evidence of early human butchering 500,000 years ago. Can you believe this? Highlighting significant early human activities and the presence of extinct elephants. In the late Middle Pleistocene, approximately 300,000 to 400,000 years ago, at least 3 ancient elephant relatives died near a river in the Kashmir Valley of South Asia. Shortly after, their remains were covered in sediment and preserved alongside 87 stone tools made by early humans. Who were these hominins? It's anyone's guess. These remains were first discovered in 2000 near the town of Pampur. However, the identity of the fossil, cause of death, and evidence of human intervention remained unknown. But now a research team, including Advat Jukar, a curator of vertebrate paleontology at the Florida Museum of Natural History, published 2 new papers on fossils from the Pampur site. In one, researchers described their discovery of elephant bone flakes, which suggest early humans struck the bones to extract the marrow, an energy-dense fatty tissue. The findings are the earliest evidence of animal butchery in India. And Lee and I have covered animal butchery in the Americas that date all the way back 330,000 years as well. So, every day, every year, we are pushing the time scale back further, and it is just mind-blowing. And in case you didn't get the memo, there has been a rebirth of the shutdown of the AMOC on all social media platforms. Apparently, people don't get the news but 3 or 4 months late. But a new study that came out September 5th of this year has put the idea of the AMOC shutting down to rest. Reassessing the stability of the Florida current, new insights from 40 years of observation shows that no, the AMOC is not shutting down, and it's better than ever. All the links will be below. Bad news, the FDA is investigating a deadly E. coli outbreak linked to carrots sold at Aldi, Trader Joe's, Walmart, and more. These are bagged organic carrots, and you need to stay away from them. There's a huge list, including 365, Bunny Love, Cal Organic. Everything that they sell in the supermarket in every size could potentially kill you. So heed the warnings, check out the article, and throw away your ammonia-soaked carrots. The best way to prevent poisoning from mainstream agriculture and multinational corporations is to grow your own food, including carrots. And the easiest way to do that is buy the cheapest seeds on earth. From the Alliance of Native Seed Keepers at Bertie County Seeds, now we've got 43 varieties in stock, some for pre-order, and soon there will be hundreds. And before they're sold out, get in and pre-order now. They'll be shipping in just 2 to 4 weeks, and we will have hundreds of varieties coming online shortly as planting season rapidly approaches. These are the cheapest open pollinated heirloom non-GMO seeds on earth, collected by Native Americans and provided to you at the lowest price, $2 per pack. If you buy $25 or more, free shipping. And if you add coupon code ORP 2024, you get an additional 10% off. So the seeds basically pay for themselves. Now, have you ever heard of the Bruniquel Cave? Yeah, it's in France, and many claim it's a Neanderthal mystery. It is, in fact, one of the oldest human constructions ever found in France, and this construction was built 176,500 years ago. It consists of 2 circles formed by nearly 400 pieces of stalagmites carefully cut, calibrated, and erected over a 368-foot area. This place could be a place of worship built by Neanderthals, but the discovery shatters our current knowledge of prehistory. And for good measure, just like I alluded to moments ago, every year new discoveries. Here are those extremely ancient constructions. And what I find unique, and we will leave you all the links below, including the paper, is that here is the construction. It's a huge structure. It has two central structures and another outer circle. So we've got this oval circle with two main inner structures and a small secondary outer circular structure. Very indicative of the oval structures built 12,000 years ago at Göbekli Tepe, with an outer structure and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pillars, maybe 13, and two inner structure pillars. Looks very reminiscent. Now, I'm suggesting that Neanderthals 176,000 years ago were doing the same thing that Homo sapien was doing 12,000 years ago during the last cosmic catastrophe. This is a repository of information, and we're so far off from knowing what's actually going on. 180,000 years ago, they built this, which looks a lot like this. And we'll leave you to an article, a comment on the early Neanderthal constructions deep in Bruniquel Cave in southwestern France. And guys, if you didn't know, we're on X, and we want you to follow us over there. We've got 11,300 followers, and we want to get this to 1 million. But the only way we can do that is if each and every one of you go over to X and follow Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave. And we're also starting a new project, the Conservative News Network. So please come over and give us a little traction. The link to our new channel will be below, and we have a complete description on what we're trying to do here. And if you like the premise of the channel, subscribe, and maybe the first video will be coming out soon, and that's a soon boom. Please subscribe to the channel, share this with like-minded people, get the seeds, and subscribe to the new channel, as well as Oppenheimer Ranch Project at Diamond the Dave on X. We love each and every one of you. Be safe, and we'll see you all tomorrow.